General Ryder, I'd like to get your reaction to India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi being in Moscow holding a summit at the same time that NATO is holding its summit. Is this seen as a threat to NATO? He was seen warmly embracing Vladimir Putin. Is there any reconsideration of selling weapons to India if they're going to be so closely allied with Russia?
Yeah, so a couple of things. So first of all, as you know, India and Russia have had a relationship for a very long time. From a U.S. perspective, India is a strategic partner with whom we continue to engage in with full and frank dialogue, to include their relationship with Russia. As it relates to the NATO summit being this week, of course, like you, the world is focused on that. But I don't think anybody will be surprised if President Putin tries to represent this visit in a way that seeks to somehow show he is not isolated from the rest of the world. And the fact of the matter is that President Putin's war of choice has isolated Russia from the rest of the world, and it's come at great cost. Their war of aggression has come at great cost, and the facts bear that out. So, we will continue to view India as a strategic partner. We'll continue to have robust dialogue with them, and I'll just leave it there.
But he's not looking so isolated with the head of the world's largest democracy being in Moscow, embracing him right now.
Well, again, I think that I would also note that, the Prime Minister also met recently with the Ukrainian president and assured and offered his assurances that India will continue to do everything within its means to support a peaceful solution to the war in Ukraine. I think that we trust that India will support efforts to realize an enduring and just peace for Ukraine, and will convey to Mr. Putin the importance of adhering to the UN Charter and the principles of sovereignty and territorial integrity.
And one more question. Why not let Ukraine into NATO right now?
Look, there's been a lot of discussion on this. I think across the U.S. government and beyond, we all see a future for Ukraine in NATO, but it's not a decision for the United States. It's a NATO membership requires consensus of all 32 nations that are allies within the alliance. And so I think certainly what you'll see this week are efforts to build that bridge to enable Ukraine to join the NATO